Old, rich and intellectual people are the core of Joe Biden supporters, but it's not enough to get the nominee. Therefore, Biden got a secret weapon called Dr. Frantz Whitfield.
When I get behind the pulpit on Sunday, it's not me who gets up behind the podium. I try to put myself last and let others see Christ in me when I get up to preach. My name is Pastor Frantz Whitfield. You don't just talk the talk, but you walk the walk. And that's one of the things that people love about Joe Biden. He genuinely cares about everyone as a whole. Vice President Biden never forgot about us. He never forgot about our community. And that's a good feeling because people are excited. People feel like they have some hope and they really feel like we can win this thing in 2020.
This thing means election, and you may tell me, okay Bogdan, he's definitely not a Joe Biden friend. He's just some kind of a random guy whom they just bring to create some kind of a diversity candidate because, you know, you cannot make campaign out of rich and cool guys, right? But let's Google this guy, maybe we can find something interesting. So this guy has a Twitter and 3,000 followers. That's not that much, so probably he's not so famous, but maybe we can find something else. On his YouTube channel, he supports Sanders. What? Oh, it's 2016, alright. Let's check some of these interviews.
Who, within the last couple of weeks, changed his support from Hillary Clinton to Bernie Sanders.
Oh wait, so he used to support Clinton?
So welcome, Dr. Whitfield. Thank you for joining us on Feel the Burn TV. Get your unmute.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for having me today. Look, let me tell you, people are super excited about Bernie. You know, it's ridiculous, you know, how excited people are about the campaign.
My question is whether Sanders and Hillary knew that this guy actually supported them, or maybe he's just a very small guy and he's pretending he knows everyone. I found this video of Bernie Sanders sitting in his church. He doesn't look much entertained, but nonetheless he gave his standard speech after.
When the 20 wealthiest people own more wealth than the bottom 50% of our people.
What about Hilary? I found his MySpace website. It's like pretty long time ago. And then here you can see lots of pictures with Hilary in a different Bill Clinton, and I definitely like this picture. France looks like a Jesus on a throne. So this guy with 3,000 Twitter followers actually met Hillary, Sanders and Joe Biden, which is super strange. Let's look a little bit closer into his Twitter account and see how everything got developed. Here's the post from 26th of January this year, and he still supports Bernie Sanders. Curious what happened, he changed his mind. If you scroll up, you can see a bunch of different Democratic candidates actually visited his place, his church, and Kamala Harris. And then on June 28, he still didn't know what kind of candidate he's gonna endorse. Oh, and then on June 28, the same day, he has lots of pictures of different candidates with who he met during this year. And you can see Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, and these guys, I forgot the name. Almost all Democratic candidates went to his church. Like, really? And then a couple of days later, guess what happened? Looking forward to seeing Uncle Joe tomorrow. And then, ta-da, Vice President introducing, and it's official, I'm endorsing my friend Joe Biden on July 4th. So what the heck is going on? This guy is so important that so many Democratic candidates tries to get his endorsement. Maybe he has some extraordinary quality which we are not aware of. So let's dig a little bit further. I found his YouTube channel. Well, this guy has only 45 subscribers. If you look what kind of video he has, it's basically some singing, nothing interesting. What is interesting here, there is a playlist called Sex. Gonna click. So actually, yeah, there is nothing related to sex, unfortunately. Let's see what kind of video this guy likes. His cigar, again cigar. Oh, cigar, more cigar. Oh my gosh, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
Okay, there's something weird going on, but it's okay. Frantz also got a Pinterest account, and guess what? It's all about cigarettes and Kennedy. Let's look at his vocal ability. I found this video of him singing in church. Sounds a bit demonic on my taste, but it's okay. I also found a great philosophical contemplation on his Periscope channel.
What's going on, y'all? It has been a minute since I've been on Periscope. I don't know if my signal is working or not, but I am on my way to go see a scary movie by myself, and I'm not looking forward to it, but I was bored. Y'all have a good night.
You know what? I'm really curious what kind of doctor he is. He doesn't look like he's a medical doctor. No, he looks like a guy who got a PhD or something. I've been to LA many times, and I've seen some kind of green doctors. I think they're supposed to protect ecology. Maybe he's one of them. The last but not least, I found an apocryphal scripture called Acts of Frantz on Reddit. Basically, this is just a Q&A about 4 years ago when he was supporting Sanders for presidency. There is a small biography of this guy, and basically there were like questions and answers of this amazing pastor, how we can facilitate better interfaith dialogue and build stronger interfaith communities, blah blah blah. Everything here is extremely boring. There is one revealance which is very interesting. One thing we must realize is that our community aren't just made up of Christians, but we have atheists, homosexual, and etc. So according to this guy, we have Christians, atheists, and homosexuals, which means that homosexuality is some kind of a religion according to this guy. It's a very interesting revelation, I would say. This guy supports Democratic Party. Still, the most important question is why the guy with 3,000 disciples are so interested for all those Democratic candidates. And the holy answer can be found on Reddit. So the question was about caucusing in Iowa, and is there a fear that many Bernie Sanders supporters are going to be shut out, or that your guys are going to have a tough time getting an experienced member, blah blah blah. And the answer is, it's going to be great. The Iowa caucus is crucial. History has proven since the 70s that the candidate who wins the Iowa caucus goes on to win the Democratic nomination in the end. As you know, in Christian tradition, all the scriptures tend to be reinterpreted, so I believe the current understanding of what Frantz Whitfield told is that if you want to get the Democratic nominee, you need to have a support of Dr. Frantz Whitfield. This just blows my head. But that's the reality we are living in. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe and be one of my disciples.
I went to the White House to see the president. I came back home and got sick one more time. Infection all in my body. It went all the way from my back to the front of my body, into my pelvic bone. Yes, Lord.